All right, so on my lunch break, we find out that Joe Haden has signed a contract extension through Pro Football Talk. So another exciting thing for the Browns, so they'll just lock up their player. I know there are a few Browns fans who were worried that with the drafting of Justin Gilbert and Pierre Desir, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, that it's possible that Joe Haden wasn't going to be around and that maybe they weren't going to sign into an extension. Maybe there were some problems there, but obviously that is not true. So he got the biggest cornerback money, more than Richard Sherman, and I think he's a more complete player than Sherman. Obviously, Sherman has a bigger size, and obviously his team won the Super Bowl, and so he is kind of the talk of the land. But the reality is that Joe Haden is a solid overall cornerback. He fits perfectly with Mike Pettine's press defense. He sometimes gets beat on double moves, but with him and Gilbert, along with Dante Hittner, I think they're going to have a backfield that just is going to really do what Mike Pettine wants to do. And so I'm really excited about the Haden signing. How he has embraced Cleveland is something that is just huge, and something that, future players, Johnny Manziel and any of those kind of people just need to kind of grab hold of. It's what players should do when you're being paid tons of money to play for a team, and really embrace the community. And Joe's done a great job of that, whether it's being at Cavs games or Indians games, or going with the Cavs contingent to the NBA draft lottery, all those kind of things. And so on the field, he has a few little things to work on, but just an amazing to get him locked up, that he believes so well in Pettine. Obviously the money helps, but that he's not leaving. We've dealt with so many big name players leaving, whether it's all the pitchers for the Indians, whether it's LeBron for the Cavs. We've just watched too many people walk away, and so to have good players, we need to keep them around. So we have Haden on one side, Joe Thomas on the other, that hopefully they'll be around for a long time. Even Alex Mack is a possibility. Now we have to figure out what we're going to do with the other guys. Jabal Sheard as a 3-4 defense or outside linebacker, is that a good fit in the Pettine system? Does Pettine's flexibility and hybrid system mean that he can do well and be placed all over the place? Or with Paul Kruger and Barkevius Mingo and Quentin Groves, is he someone we're not going to look to resign next year? And then we have nose tackle Phil Taylor, who I think is just a huge part and is going to have a great season this year, who also will be up for a contract. And then in the offense, we have Jordan Cameron. And obviously with the Josh Gordon situation, I think Cameron is someone that we need to get locked up pretty quickly. We can put him all over the field. In the Kyle Shanahan system, one wide receiver, one tight end, and a whole bunch of running backs is really what is needed. And then a bunch of speed everywhere else. And so I think today's news is just a great sign of things to come for our new regime. Bringing in the right players, keeping them around is just huge for us. And so excited to have Haden back. Make sure we all let him know how excited we are to have him. And I look forward to hearing what you guys think. I know for me, right now money wasn't an option, wasn't an issue. I don't really care what they paid him. That might be an issue down the road. But right now, having him locked up is really what matters. And so let's see if we can get some more deals done with our cap space. Remember, cap space rolls over. So it doesn't matter if we had $20 million this year. We don't need to spend it, because if we have $20 million this year and $30 next year, we can have $50 next year. And so we don't lose it anymore like the old ways. So we don't have to spend the money, but let's get them done. Let's get them taken care of. Let's have some continuity, some consistency, both on our roster and then, goodness, hopefully with our front office and our coaching staff. So hope everybody's doing well. Go Browns. Let's continue to change the narrative and be a factory of sadness for those who oppose Cleveland.